So if you've been looking to get some sweet stabilized footage, you've probably looked into two gimbals. Well, two gimbal brands, DJI and Zhiyun. Well, I'd like to talk about the third brand that not as many people look at, but are offering really awesome alternatives to these two big companies. Feiyu Tech. Recently at Photokina, which was in September, they released the AK2000 and the AK4000 gimbals, and these were their entrances into the high-end prosumer DSLR or mirrorless camera gimbal race. The market that has been really dominated by the likes of the DJI Ronin S or the Zhiyun Crane 3 and Crane Weebill series of gimbals. These devices have gotten great reviews, but Feiyu Tech has been a bit more under the radar, and online I haven't really found that many reviews of the AK2000 or the AK4000 series of gimbals. But frankly, for what they promise to do and what they actually do, I have to say they are an impressive option and definitely are a worthy alternative to these two gimbal brands that are really dominating the spotlight and the attention in the market right now. So the Feiyu Tech AK series, why am I recommending it so much? Well, for one, it's the price to performance. For about $100 plus cheaper than their competitors, it promises to do exactly the same thing. So the payload of the AK2000 is 2.8 kilograms, while the payload of the Zhiyun Crane Weebill is 3 kilograms. The price difference? Well, the Zhiyun costs about $150 more than the Feiyu, or 250 Singapore dollars. At least that's kind of the local pricing I found. On Amazon, the pricing differences might be different, especially if the company has a sale, obviously. But the MSRP difference is definitely there. The Zhiyun costs more than the Feiyu, but they have the same payload, meaning they essentially have the same performance. And you might be like, oh, it's a cheaper device, they probably are lying about the performance. But I've put about 2.5 kilogram setup on there before with a very big telephoto Sony 200 lens with an adapter and a Sony a7 III, and it had no problems handling that weight. Of course, it struggled because it was quite heavy, but it still managed to give me very smooth footage, which is definitely very, very good. And it definitely lived up to its promise of, its payload and its capabilities. So I don't think they are lying when they talk about their payload being 2.8 kilograms there. On top of that, the features, another example of course is the AK4000, which is the other model in this high-end lineup, and the AK4000 has a payload of 4.4 kilograms, while the DJI Ronin S has a payload of 4.2 kilograms. The price difference, once again, about $100 to $200 in terms of MSRP. The Feiyu is so much cheaper than the DJI Ronin S, but it still delivers its performance as good as the DJI, which is really, really crazy. And that is pretty freaking awesome, because that means you can get a lot more equipment, a lot more performance for basically a much lower price than the big two companies are offering. And I think that's really exciting for anyone looking to film movies or travel films with a gimbal and have a very heavy setup and want to get really good quality stabilized footage, and that's awesome. So definitely check out Feiyu Tech. Now, you might be like, okay, so they are cheaper and they have the same performance, they've got to be lacking somewhere, they've got to be like cutting costs on something somewhere. Well, yeah, they have to be, and the build quality is admittedly not as good as the Zhiyun or the DJI, but features wise, the Zhiyun in DJI are about the same as the Feiyu Tech. The Feiyu Tech has a dial on the side giving you options for tilt, pan, roll, and you got to detach a follow focus and control the follow focus or zoom with that dial on the side. And if you plug in a Canon DSLR, you could control digital zoom with the camera in camera, which in my opinion is really, really awesome. It has a touchscreen as well, allowing you to change settings in the gimbal, which is unbelievably convenient. And it also has very, very easy to use of a mobile app, allowing you to control your camera wirelessly or control the gimbal wirelessly, giving you a lot of functions and options that basically match the other devices in the market. The VeryTech is not lacking in any way in terms of features. The controls are as good, if not better, than the DJI or the Zhiyun options. So even though it's cheaper, I won't say it's lacking in that regard. Of course, the Zhiyun Crane Weebill has a niche that it is a travel gimbal. It's designed to be really compact and really small, but the VeryTech, while bulky when fully assembled, can be broken down into two separate pieces, meaning it saves a lot of space and you can still transport it reasonably easily. And yes, it's slightly of a heavier gimbal, but once broken down, I could fit it in my bag and carry it around with me everywhere around South Korea. So if you are a reasonably strong human with a single gram of muscle in your body, you'll probably be okay with carrying the VeryTech gimbal in your bag around. So no worries there. Thank you all for watching this video. Definitely check out the VeryTech series. I'm not paid by them, although I wish they were paying me for this. But yeah, check them out. The AK2000 and AK4000 have been impressive devices for what they have done for me. And I have the AK2000 personally. It's not failed me. I just took it to South Korea and it was great. It worked perfectly all the damn time and its battery life was amazing, etc, etc. I won't be doing a full review because I'm not a person with a lot of gimbals experience, but from what I've read and my research, I can wholeheartedly recommend you check out VeryTech's gimbals over the more expensive, more well-known alternatives from Zhiyun and DJI. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Okay, see you in the next video. Peace. I shouldn't say peace, that's like MKBHD's thing. Bye.